All right, I'm going to show you our kind of our payment section. This also contains your invoicing and estimates and proposals, all that. But so payments, um, let's start off with integrations first. So just going to click payments over here, then integrations, and you'll first want to integrate with your payment processor. So we can integrate with PayPal, Stripe, or Authorize.net and NMI. Um, we use Stripe ourselves, but again, you can use any of these. Um, so some of them, they have instructions here, like where to get your API keys to log in with PayPal, NMI, and Authorize. With Stripe, you just hit the button, and then it'll ask you to log in. You log in, and that's it. So, and again, we do have the little button up here to kind of give you a little tool tips on it that you can kind of walk through. Um, so yeah. So get set up there first. Settings, receipts. So if you want to send a receipt automatically, you can turn that on. Um, Taxes. So here's where you'll create your taxes if you're required to charge sales tax on anything. Products. So here's where you'll actually set up what you're selling. So this is really going to be it's really kind of set up more for if you're selling retail products. If you have like a nursery or a supply yard, or if you sell, retail items like that, you can even just be a landscape company that sells bag, bags of grass seed to your customers. So that's what this is for. But you could use it in theory for services. Again, we're not really meant to replace your CRM. And so it's probably best off to do that kind of thing if you're really selling services through your CRM. But you could do it here in theory. Maybe probably mostly for like specials. Like if you wanted to run a special on leaf cleanups or something, and it would kind of need to be something where it's got a kind of a flat rate um, amount to it. Or you could enter the amount here and then in the description put price is subject to change um, upon review of job site or something like that. So you could put your base price in here and hey, we don't, $150 is our minimum for a leaf cleanup. But you get out there and you go, oh man, this is a $400 job. Then you would come back, you could go back into, you would have to do this manually through whoever your processor is. But you could then go and charge them another 250 or whatever, or send them an invoice out of the system here for the additional 250 for them to pay, something like that. So you can do, other price. So, you could, I guess, also, um, set up pricing based off of the size of the lawn and then hope that they're accurate, so, leaf cleanup for under 15,000 square feet, and then leaf cleanup for 15,000 to 30,000, leaf cleanup for 30,000 to 45,000, or however you want to do it. Then you can step your pricing up as you go up. So there is that. Um, and then here you can select the product type. If it is a service or physical or digital good, you can upload a picture, to be attached to it. Put in a description, product name, and then if you want it to be in your online store. So if you build a website inside LandscapAI, there's a widget for an online store. So this would make it populate into that online store for people to go to your website and purchase, basically. So the statement descriptor. So if you come down here to additional options, then this is what will show on the credit card statement. So you could, put something custom in here, leaf cleanup or whatever, so that when they look at their credit card bill, they remember exactly what it was for. So you would just hit save there, and now the product's created, and it would be on your online store. It would show here, all that kind of stuff. You can create coupons as well to be applied to the products, so put a name. You can put a custom code, or you can just hit generate, and it'll just kind of generate, like a random code for you. Coupon type, if it's a fixed dollar amount or a percentage, if the start date, so if that's today, or if you want to start it next week or whatever, you pick the day that you want to start it on, and you can even pick the time, and then the end date. So basically, this code will only be valid during those times. You do have to select a start date, whether that's today or in the future. You don't have to select the other stuff. So if you don't want the coupon to ever expire, you would just leave these in time and date blank, and it could, in theory, be used forever. You can also limit the coupon to certain products. So after you've added products in there, you can say this coupon is only valid for leaf cleanups. Then you would just select the leaf cleanup product there. You can also limit the total number of times it can be redeemed. So, you can send out an email that says, hey, here's a coupon for 25% off our leaf cleanups, but it's only valid for the first 10 people. So then you put in 10, and then it'll only let that coupon be redeemed 10 times. So something cool there. So transactions. So this is your charges from your payment processor, each time somebody buys something or whatever. Subscriptions. So subscriptions is if you set up the payment as a recurring, then you can do that here. So, if you have an account where you charge a flat monthly rate to, mow their lawn and trim their bushes and that kind of stuff, you could set that up in here, and then it would just automatically charge them every month. Orders. So this is basically like more for physical products, but it would show any order submitted off of your website store, and then the status, the payment mode, the source, date, so you can see if it's like been fulfilled and all that kind of stuff. So next we'll do proposals and estimates. So we're going to start out with templates. So if you want to create a template, you would just hit new. It's going to bring you to the template builder. Works similar to the website builder. You can so you just hit add an element. Here's the different elements that you can put in there. So so you can set this up and call this estimate, and then you're going to want your table in there with all your information, and then this is where your document variables come in. So you can do, so you can, do like a date, so if you want that document variable here to be a date, then you could add all that in there. Up here, that's what I meant. So document variable, document date. Oh, there it goes. So the date it was created, or, whatever, or a reference number, so an estimate number, and it'll automatically just count up every time. But back to the table here, you can change your colors, do all your basic table stuff here, add columns, rows, headers, delete, split and merge cells, all that kind of stuff. Over here, you can change your padding around if you want to. You could put, images and videos. So videos, I think, is great. So you just put in the URL here, so you can, upload the video onto YouTube or something, put in the URL, and then that video will show here. And you can use that video as a sales pitch, or you can use that video to explain the service that they're going to be receiving, so that they're clear on what they're getting, and that'll reduce the chances of there being complaints after, saying, oh, I thought you were going to do this and you didn't, kind of thing. You can also collect a digital signature here. So, they'll sign off on it with their mouse, and then it'll come back to you. The invoicing, the estimates and proposals is still something fairly new in the system. So we're still, working on building that out some, but all the core abilities are there. So, and then you just hit save up here. Give your template a name, hit save, and then that template's there for you to use in the future if you want to, just to save you a little time. I'm just going to go back, and so there's that template. You can also just create, a fresh document every time. If you want it to be highly customized, then that's one way to do that. So there's your proposals and estimates. Invoices. Again, you've got templates, and then templates for recurring invoices. So again, like if they get, a monthly charge kind of thing, that's flat rate, you could set that up in here. But invoices, you can, hit new invoice here, add the client. So, you select somebody in your system, add item. So I don't have any products set up in here, but you would select the products and select the price point that you want to build to them. It's got a place down here for you to add any, to customize it by adding notes and things like that. And then you just hit send. So pretty simple again, but, and then you can record a payment, here manually, or it should connect with your processor and see that payment come in. But if they call in or something like that, then you could do it there. So yeah, so that's invoicing, estimates, and payments.